back again, and we back again. Thank you all for tuning in to Chevalier, where we put our best efforts into helping people, whether you're black, white, Asian, Hispanic, Puerto Rican, Australian, South American, and even the penguins in Antarctica. So I want to really say I cannot thank you guys enough. On YouTube, I've been garnering a lot of views lately, and not that I care about the number of views, but more about the number of people that I'm able to help to find happy and healthy relationships. Because too often in dating do we feel like, hey, I'm out here by myself. I'm out here and nobody understands what I'm going through. I'm out here and I'm struggling because nothing's working out and it's not getting any better. So I always envision like my whole entire life, like the more people I can help find happy and healthy relationships, the better I can serve a purpose to the world to make the world a better place. So I can't say thank you enough. Hopefully I continue to reach people who want happy and healthy relationships, not just during Christmas season, not just during the New Year's, not just for Thanksgiving or Valentine's Day, but year round. So thank you guys so much. Cannot say how much I appreciate you guys enough. My name is Sebastian Michaelis, and this is Chevalier. So I welcome you all. Today's topic was something that I really wanted to touch on, that I think I really did touch on during Thanksgiving, which was what I consider cuffing season 365. Obviously, cuffing season is a term that's used for courting during the holiday season or when it's cold outside, because obviously, unlike in the summer, you may not want to spend so much time out and about getting to know different people, and it's like the weather's cold and the holiday season and everything that's going on, and people's lives personally. It's like, let's just get together just to enjoy the holiday season or just to enjoy the cold weather. And then when the weather's over, we can get back out and have hot girl, hot boy summer, or whatever it is people enjoy doing, other than finding happy and healthy relationships. But second to not, what I come across more and more is that people really do value happy and healthy relationships. And this whole idea of just finding someone for a season is like a Band-Aid. You know, it temporarily heals, but it's not going to be the solution to the problem. That's why we have doctors, hospitals, urgent cares, because sometimes a Band-Aid isn't enough to put you in a situation where you're going to be completely fixated over whatever's ailing you. And that's what goes on during this whole cuffing season thing, where people are like, well, I just want to be, quote unquote, booed up for the time being. Or I just want somebody to kick it with so I don't have to go to my mom's house alone or my cousin's house alone, or, especially for young ladies, I don't want to be that person that shows up to the house by myself and people asking me, why am I here by myself? I think that most importantly, we have to get out of this notion that I had to have somebody just to put on affairs for my friends and family so they don't ask a lot of questions, because I want somebody to take the Thanksgiving. I want somebody to buy me a nice gift for Christmas, because, Christmas we're used to getting gifts. And I want to have somebody to celebrate New Year's with. And after that, I'm pretty much out here on my own. I'm on this island, per se. And then that's something that I want to sort of get people out of, because we get so used to this whole I'm on an island thing that we sort of forget what the bigger picture is. And that's a happy and healthy relationship that's going to lead to marriage. Because too often there's this whole notion of I'm happily single, but then at some point down the line, you wake up one day and you're like, I really want to be with someone. And I think too often we try to hide the bigger issues with smaller tidbits of, what works right now. So there's this whole cuffing season. It's good to have somebody right now, and then when the new year starts, you're pretty much in the same position you were in before cuffing season started. My thing is, and I was talking to someone today, If you got a $10 bill, would you rather go out and spend $10 on one quality item or spend $1 on 10 less quality items? And 9 times out of 10 of the people I've spoken to, with the logic in mind, is they would rather spend buy one item with that $10. Why? Because that $10 item is going to be of more value to you than that $1 item that you bought 10 of. And too often, that's what dating is for a lot of people. They'd rather invest in those 10 small items instead of, that one grand item that's going to suffice them for the rest of their life. Relationships will work. They wasn't meant to be easy, especially when you're talking about a situation where you're meeting someone to spend the rest of your life with, who's not your mom, who's not your brother or your sister or somebody that you're used to. And what I've learned in the people that I counsel is that we have to get away from this. I'm afraid I want the best results, but I'm going to put in the minimum effort. And that's what I tend to get a lot. I want the most from it, but I'm not willing to put in a lot to get it. And the way life works in general is that if you're not willing to put in the work, you can't be expected to get a lot from it. So in other words, if you're not willing to put up with the pain, the headaches, the drama, the nonsense, the BS, the games, then it's almost like unfair to even put yourself out here in the dating market, because just like you have to put up with somebody games, lies, deception, nonsense games, unless you're perfect, and I only know of one perfect man who's ever walked this earth that I'm aware of, then I think the fairness of the situation is somebody has to put up with that same level of gander with you. So I learned that dating is more about what you're willing to put up with and less about what I'm not willing to put up with, because again, nobody's perfect. I spoke before about the value of how to go about meeting someone and putting in that effort, whether it's meeting someone at a mall, at a coffee shop, at a nice lounge, or just going out and about at a Christmas function and introducing yourself. The first step in finding someone is actually putting in the effort to put yourself out there to meet them. And online, I've given great advice in other previous videos. Me personally, from my research, if you're not comfortable, obviously during everything that's going on, to just go out and meet people, online dating is a superlative and to me almost mandatory tool. And I list the best sites to meet men and women of value. I listed 5, but the top 3 were eHarmony, Match.com, and Bumble. Because number one, all 3 of those sites are quality sites that you're going to have to spend money on. But like anything else in life, it's not about, you're not going to get much from it if you're not willing to put something in it. So I tell people often, take that time, put that money into a quality dating site like eHarmony, like Match, like Bumble, so you can meet women and men of quality who are willing to invest the same level of effort that you are. So that way you can at least begin a conversation and speak to someone and get to know someone. So that way you can put yourself in a situation where you can at least get things started. Because at the end of the day, the value of a relationship is to meet someone for the purpose of marriage. So I often tell women and men also that, if you're going to do online dating, date for a purpose that's going to lead to something that's going to be long-term beneficial and not just somebody to kick it with or somebody to hang with because you don't want to be alone for the holidays. Cupping season 365. I don't know why it seems like a very good idea to me, but to sort of like get people to understand that you don't have to be alone for the holidays if you're willing to put in the effort to meet people. And using these tools to get yourself in the mind frame of, I want to have someone year round who's going to support my happiness as I am going to support their happiness, two-way street, then everybody can be happy in the end. So I really want to thank you guys so much for taking the time to tune in. Like I said, the value of dating is a 2-person street and 2 people who are equally willing to put in effort in order to build a happy and healthy relationship. Because without that, there is no good faith, and without good faith, well, there's no opportunity. So again, as always, thank you so much. I hope to make videos more consistent, at least maybe like once a week or so. But most importantly, I can't thank you all enough for giving me your time and your effort. As always, peace. We are going. I'm not a good dancer. I also want to thank you guys for your continued patronage. I've had people like offering me money, like, "Hey, can I support your channel with money?" And I've always been like, I don't really take donations or anything because I don't do this for the money. I do this because I genuinely care. Um, no money needed. I don't need any money. Just the continued support of people getting the word out there. Not really about me, but sharing these advices about happy and healthy relationships. So, love is around the corner. All you gotta do is step up and find it. Thank you all for another wonderful conversation. Please be safe. Keep your loved ones close, and have a safe and wonderful holiday season. Again, thank you. Peace. Talk to you soon.